The Four Nations face-off shifts to Boston as Canada takes on Finland at TD Garden. With the round robin entering its final stretch, urgency is at a premium. Canada looks to assert itself on American soil, while Finland aims to play the spoiler and stay firmly in the race for a finals berth. Every shift carries weight as the margin between advancing and elimination continues to narrow. This is Four Nations Face-Off, game number 5 here from the TD Garden in Boston. This is Stratman Hockey. Welcome in. Welcome into the game here. This is the final round-robin game for both of these teams here. This is game number 5 of the round-robin. There'll be one more. This is a double-header of 2 games here at the TD Garden. These games were originally played back on the 17th of February of 2025. This game between Team Canada and Team Finland. This one, Team Canada is, they have lost twice in overtime and only have 2 points coming in here with 7 goals for and 9 against, while Finland has won once in regulation and lost once in regulation. They beat Team USA in their first matchup 7-3 and then lost to Sweden 5-2. And so here's what can happen here. If Canada wins in regulation, they get 5 points. They'll move into second place in the standings behind Sweden. And then obviously the US and Sweden, that game's coming up next. If Finland wins in regulation, they'll end up with 6 points in this tournament, and they'll move into first place ahead of Sweden. So they'll be locked in and positioned very well to be part of the final that will be happening here in a couple, actually tomorrow, from this same building. Now, if Canada happens to win in overtime, they'll get 2 points, which means they'll have 4 for the tournament. They'll move into second place behind Sweden. And with Finland just behind them, they'll also have 4 points. So head-to-head matchups matter, so Canada moves into second place at that point. If Finland managed to win in overtime, they'll get 5 points and stay in second place behind Sweden. And Canada will move into third place with the 3 points that they've gotten. So Canada needs to win. Finland needs to win. This is huge. This is Stratman Hockey. Welcome in. We're getting ready for that first period of play. Welcome back in here to Stratman Hockey. The TD Garden in Boston is the place for Team Canada versus Team Finland. Teams are out on the ice getting ready for this opening faceoff. Starting lineups are brought to you by Canned Air coming at you. Braden Point will center Connor McDavid and Mark Stone on the top line for Canada. They'll have Taze and Makar. Makar's back in the lineup here tonight for this game, the final game of the round robin for these teams. Jordan Binnington gets the nod again in nets. He's been in nets for all the other 2 games for Canada. He's 0-2 with a 4.62 goals against average coming into the game. For Finland, they'll start out Barkov with Lehkonen and Rantanen on the top line with Lindell and Mikkola. And then they have Lehkonen in nets here tonight. He played in their last game. He got the win, or actually took the loss in the game against Sweden. He has a 5.17 goals against average coming into the game here today. So the 2 teams are ready. We're ready to drop the puck. Welcome in here to Stratman Hockey. Barkov against Point at center ice. Thanks for joining us. Puck is dropped at center ice. Team Canada wins it. Taken by Taze right off the face-off. You try to bounce it over to McDavid. It's given away to Mikkola at center ice, though, and they'll take it back the other way. Works at right side. Here is Rantanen. He'll get a shot right off the face-off, and they are right on their first chance into the zone. They score. That'll be Rantanen's 3rd of the tournament. And it's an early 1-0 lead for Finland. Just 47 seconds into this first period, Finland, who's they're the home team here for this game. They take an early 1-0 lead. That's going to be Rantanen's 3rd of this tournament. Mikkola will get the only assist. He picks up his 3rd assist of the tournament, and they lead at 1-0. Puck back to center ice. It's won by Canada. Take it by Taves this time. He gets it to Stone. They're working their way into the zone now. Here's Stone into the zone. His shot on net is kicked away by Lackinen. And the rebound is grabbed up by Barkov. He'll move it back out. He gets it left side. This is Lackinen this time. His shot on net's going to be gloved down. Binnington with the save here. The faceoff will be deep in the Canadian zone. Point against Barkov. Point wins it. Puck to Makar as he'll try to move it out. Gives it away to Lindell at the line. He'll try to move it down low. Lindell, he gets a shot on net, and that one's going to be deflected up into the crowd. See the first line change of the game with the faceoff deep in the Canadian zone. McKinnon with Crosby and Reinhart. It's just a little bit different lineup for Canada tonight, trying to switch it up. Hintz with Aho and Granlund for Finland. Face off to the right of Binnington between McKinnon and Hintz. McKinnon wins it. Crosby will skate with it. He'll try to move it out of the zone. He gets it back to McKinnon. They're back in here. McKinnon all the way in. His shot on net is knocked away by Lackinen. It's grabbed by Aho. He tried to bounce it up the boards. It's given away to Reinhart at center ice. He'll take it back. His pass knocked down by Hintz. Rupe Hintz now. He's over the line. That shot is kicked away. And now Reinhart will try it again. Given away at the line. Aho takes it back. They keep it in the zone. Shot on net and they score. Aho with the goal. Each of their lines have scored now. It's 2-0 early for Finland. Sebastian Aho with his second of the tournament. Granlund will pick up an assist here. Just over 5 minutes into the game. And the third liners will be out there. Canada is standing around here, being outplayed early. This is similar to the way Finland came out against Canada, or came out against the U.S. in the first game that they faced each other here in this tournament. Finland ended up winning that game. Excuse me, 7-3. Like they were just relentless. Puck back to center ice. Sorelli will face Lundell at center ice. 2-0 Finland. They win the faceoff. Luosterainen has it. Gets it back to Lundell. They're up over the line again.
Team Finland goal.
His shot is knocked away by Binnington.
Number 20, Sebastian Aho.
And now Hagel will skate back with it.
Michael Granlund. Time of the goal.
Gets it to Sorelli.
5:20.
They're moving into the zone the other way. This could be a good chance for Sorelli. That one is in the net. They score. They get one back. On only their third shot of the first period here. It's now 2-1 as Canada scores. Sorelli's first of the tournament. There's a lot of back and forth action in Canada's first game of this tournament against Sweden. But they ended up losing in overtime. They finally get one back here. Hagel and Marner will get assists. On Sorelli's goal, it's 2-1. Puck back to center ice. Canadians win it again. Sanheim has it. Give it away to Vakanainen. He'll skate back into the zone. That shot is off the post. Taken by Marner the other way. It's kept in at the line. Luosterainen will take it away. Gets around Marner now. His shot is on net. Stopped by Binnington. And the fourth liners will be out there 8 minutes into this first. 2-1 Finland. over Canada. Devon Toews has it for the Canadians. Gets a pass to Bennett as they're moving in. His shot is blocked in front. It's grabbed by Holla. He'll turn it back the other way. Right side, here's Armia now. He's knocked off the puck. Marchand stepped into him, took it away. He'll work it back the other way for the Canadians. Nice pass. Here's Konechny. He's moving in on the breakaway. He's all the way in, and they scored again. They tie it. The top two lines for Canada are the top two lines for Finland, and now the bottom two lines for the Canadians have the goals, and we are tied at 2. Halfway through this first period, Konechny picks up his first goal of the tournament from Marchand and Toews. We are tied. Canada not going away. Finland wins the faceoff back at center ice. Kakko has it. Give it away to Konechny. He'll move it into the zone. Delay penalty coming. His shot on net is knocked away. We get our first penalty call of this game.
And number 5, Devon Toews. Time of the goal, 10 minutes.
It's coming to Finland. Canada will get a power play.
Team Finland penalty to number 56, Eric Holla. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 10:48.
Face-off will be just outside of the Finnish zone. Canadians win it. Bennett plays it to Konechny. They're over the line. He gets it back. Here's Bennett again. Another penalty coming. Shot by Bennett is turned away. Another call coming here. Oh. Toews and Mikkola getting into it. There'll be a fight deep in the Finnish zone. Initial penalty was coming to Mikkola.
Team Canada penalty to number 5, Devon Toews, a 5-minute major for fighting. Team Finland penalty to number 77, Mikko Mikkola. 2 minutes for hooking and a 5-minute major for fighting. Time of the penalties, 11:20.
All right, so top forward lines. Morrissey comes out to play with Makar on the defensive pair. And Yoki Haru will come out and play with Barkov, Lehkonen, and Rantanen. All in, the Canadians will have a 5-on-3 power play, actually, so Yoki Haru won't be out there. I misspoke. That'll be Barkov, Rantanen, and Lehkonen with a face-off deep in the Finnish zone. But Point, McDavid, Stone, Makar, and Morrissey are out there for Canada. They lose the face-off. My goodness. Rantanen wraps it up the boards. Taken back by Lehkonen. He'll knock it the rest of the way. Brought back here, Stone for Canada, up over the line. He'll fire a shot and they score. That's a power play goal. 3 unanswered for Canada. Mark Stone, with his second goal of the tournament, makes it 3-2 now. Taze will come out. No, sorry, misspoke. Hala will go to the bench. Yokiharu will come out now. Canadians still have a power play. McDavid's going to get an assist on the Stone goal. That's his first point of the tournament. Has been held off the score sheet thus far. So it's a top line for Canada plus Morrissey. So Morrissey, Makar still out there. Barkov, Lehkonen, Rantanen, and Yokiharu for Finland. And Finland wins the subsequent face-off. Lehkonen has it. He'll dump it down the ice.
Team Canada power play goal, his second of the tournament, scored by number 61, Mark Stone.
Coming back with it is point now.
97, Connor McDavid.
He's up over the line.
Time of the goal, 12:40.
The shot is blocked in front. Bounces to Lehkonen. He'll knock it back the rest of the way down the ice. Lindell is out there. He joins Yokiharu as the teams are at even strength. Lehkonen has it. Passes it to Barkov. They're moving back into the zone. They're down by a goal now after giving up 3 in a row. Shot by Barkov is knocked away by Binnington. Here's Stone the other way. Give it away to Lehkonen. He'll turn back. Stone takes it right back. Skates back into the zone now. He's going to move down low. That shot is kicked away. And we'll see the second liners out there, the actual second lines, as we're wrapping it up here in this first period. 3-2 Canada. Yokiharu has it for Finland. Gets it over to Granlund. He's moving in on the breakaway. He'll get a shot on that there, and that's going to be love down there. Evenly played first period. Faceoff's going to be to the left of Binnington in the Canadian zone between Hintz and McKinnon. Hintz wins that face-off and gets a shot right off the face-off. It's knocked away. Scooped up by Crosby as he tried to move it out to center ice. It's knocked down. Turning back in as Granlund and that jumped off his stick. He had a chance on a breakaway and he just misplayed it. It's kept in though. Here's Aho. He'll get around Reinhart down low. That shot is going to be deflected up into the crowd. And the Canadians, Binnington, keeping him in this late. Faceoff will be deep in the Canadian zone to his right. Faceoff will be deep in the Canadian zone here between McKinnon and Hintz. So we're getting close to the end of this first period of play. Tie score here. This is, again, a really important game for both these teams. Face-off won by Hintz. Puck to Aho. He'll shoot it in on net. That one's knocked away again. Morrissey will grab it up. Try to move it out. Get it out to center ice, but that's far enough. Hintz will take it back. Turns it back in on the breakaway. That's another shot on net that's knocked away by Binnington, and Crosby will try one more time. As we're wrapping it up here in the first, works it over to Reinhart. They're into the zone now. Shot for Reinhart is knocked away. Rebound is picked up by Aho, and we've reached the end of one here from TD Garden in Boston. One of the last 2 games of this round-robin tournament here, the Four Nations face-off, before we head into the final, which will be tomorrow night. So these two games here tonight, Canada and Finland, Sweden and the US, big games here. And we've reached the end of one. It's actually 3-2 Canada. After one here, we'll be back for that first intermission here in just a sec. First intermission here from the TD Garden in Boston. Game 5 of the Four Nations face-off. This game between Canada and Finland. Canada with a 3-2 lead after one period of play. They're doing everything they can to extend their time here in this tournament, trying to qualify for that final, where they will hope to visit Sweden or the U.S., depending on what happens in the next game. Finland, just the opposite. We're at 3-2 after one. The shots in that first period were 13-9 favoring Finland. Canada with one power play in the first. They were 1 for 2 with 2 shots. And Finland has yet to get an opportunity on the power play. The goals in that first period, Finland started off with 2 quick goals just outside of 5 minutes. 47 seconds in, Rantanen scored his third of the tournament. From Mikkola, that was at 47 seconds. That made it 1-0. Then at 5:20, Sebastian Aho got his second of the tournament from Michael Granlund. That made it 2-0. And just 1 minute and 20 seconds later, Anthony Cirelli picked up his first of the tournament from Brandon Hagel and Mitch Marner. They made it 2-1. Then Konechny scored his first at 10 minutes from Marchand and Tays. That tied it. And then on the power play, Mark Stone got his second of the tournament. And the first point by Connor McDavid on the assist for that one, that was at 12:40. And that's where we are after one here from Boston. Second period action about to begin here. Second lines are out there. They ended their time out there at the end of the first, and they'll start out at the top of the second here. Hintz and McKinnon will be out there for the face-off. It's won by Finland, and Aho will skate with it. Gets a pass, gets it to Granlund. He's going to move in this time. He's got a handle on it. Fires it in on net. That one's turned away. Early save here for Binnington. Trying to hold strong, keep Canada in this one. Crosby tried to work it out. It's kept in by the Finnish team. Here's Granlund. Shot again. This one's in this time. They tie it again. That's going to be an unassisted goal. Michael Granlund gets the goal. We are tied at 3 early here in the second. In the first, they scored at 47 seconds. Here they score at 49 seconds. And we're tied at 3. That's Granlund's second of the tournament, unassisted. Puck back to center ice. Canada wins this faceoff. Crosby has it. He gave it away. It's brought back. Here's Aho. He's going to move back in quickly. He gets a shot on net that Binnington is able to stop this time. Rebounds grabbed by McKinnon. He'll try to skate back quickly. McKinnon now with a good pass. This is over to Crosby. He's moving in. Crosby all the way in, and he scores the other way. Sidney Crosby, after giving away that puck to Granlund, scores one for Canada, and they retake the lead early here in the second. That'll be Crosby's third of the tournament. McKinnon and Reinhart will pick up the assists. McKinnon with his 4th point. He's pacing this Canadian team from a points perspective. And we have a 4-3 Canada lead. Puck back to center ice again. This time it's won by Hintz. He works it to Aho. It's given away to Reinhart at center ice. He's going to work it back into the Finn zone. There's a shot on net that's knocked away.
Assistant number 29.
It's grabbed by Granlund. We'll see the third liners out there early here in this second period of play. 4-3 Canada. Line A has it. Give it away to Hagel. He's going to move back in again. The shot is knocked away. Lackinen with the save there, and Montempallo has it. Try to pass it. It's knocked down by Cirelli. He'll move it back into the zone. He's got a goal tonight. He's getting a good chance here. That one is in. They score again. His second of the game. Got it around Montempalo and puts it by Lackinen. It is now 5-3 Canada. Just 2 minutes after just over 2 minutes after the last goal, Cirelli picks up his second of the game and of the tournament. Marner and Doughty will get assists. It looks like Finland is changing goaltenders here. Saros is going to come in and replace Kevin Lackinen. Saros played in the first game for Finland against the U.S. and turned away all but 3 shots. So he's going to come in here and try to stop the floodgates in this one. After Lackinen leaves after giving up 5 on 13 shots. Saros will come in to replace him.
Team Canada goal, his second of the game and of the
Saros.
tournament. To number 7,
Yeah, he turned away 27 shots of the 30 that he faced from the U.S. team in the first game of this tournament for the Finnish team. Puck back to center ice. Cirelli and Lundell will be in there for the faceoff. It's won by Canada, taken by Hagel. It's knocked off the puck. Laine will take it back. He's into the zone now. That shot is knocked away by Binnington. Rebounds grabbed by Cirelli. He'll turn it back the other way. It's kept in at the line, though. Lundell took it away. He gets by Doughty now. That shot's going to be taken and bumped to the corner by Binnington. Our fourth liners will be out there. Canada has broken it out to a 2-goal lead here. We're just over 5 minutes gone by here in this second period. This is what you want to see in a game like this. You want everything to matter so much in these tournaments. Fourth liners are out there. Marchand has it. He's knocked off the puck. Rantanen will take it back. Wait a minute. Nope. That's wrong. Armia, rather. He brings it back into the zone. He'll take a shot from there, and that one's knocked away. Picked up by Konechny. Got his first goal of the tournament here tonight. He works it to Bennett. They're moving back into the zone. Another delayed penalty coming to Finland. Shot there by Bennett's going to be knocked away. And looks like another fight. No? Definitely some fisticuffs are happening. But it's going to be a trip to Halle. And power play number 3 for Canada. They are 1 for 2 tonight.
Team Finland penalty to number 56, Erik Halle. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 7:20.
Face off in the neutral zone. Won by the power play unit. Makar will skate with it up over the line. He works it down low. That passes to Konechny. He'll take a shot from there. That's knocked away. Bounces to Kakko. He'll knock it down the ice. Canada back with it again. Makar up over the line. He'll take a long-range shot that's knocked away. Saros making a couple of saves here on this power play. Mikkola now will knock it back out to center ice for Finland. Marchand trying to make it up over the line. Armia took it away and knocks it the rest of the way down the ice. Hala is back. We're at even strength again. Why does it keep doing that? Let's freaking do that then. It's so stupid. Anyway. Finland with it the other way. Here's Kakko. He's over the line. He's going to get a chance down low. That one's going to be knocked away. That's his first shot of the game. Rebounds picked up by Konechny for Canada. Works it to Marchand. They're moving back the other way. Good pass. Here's Bennett now. He's up over the line. He's going to get a shot from there, and that one's going to be gloved down by Saros. That was a great chance for Bennett. Almost added another one here for Canada. Faceoff's going to be deep in the Canadian or the Finnish zone, and top liners will be out there. As we're at the halfway point of the game, Canada's up by 2 at this point. 5-3. Finland's got to figure it out to make it to the final here. Face-off between Point and Barkov. Point wins it. Shot by Tays off the face-off. It's kicked away. Lehkonen now will try to move it out through center ice. Works it to Barkov. They're up over the line the other way. Shot by Barkov, and he scores. He gets one back for Finland, his third of the tournament, and it is now 5-4. Barkov from Lehkonen and Lindell. And we've got a 1-goal game. Puck back to center ice. Finland wins that faceoff. Lehkonen again with it.
Finland goal. His third of the tournament.
Gets it to Armia.
16.
Nope, he's not on the ice. This is a pass to Barkov again. He's moving in. He's going to get a shot there, and that one's knocked away.
Time of the goal, 11:24.
That was a good chance. Binnington stopped that one. Kept in on the line as McDavid tried to work it out. Delayed penalty coming to him. Rantanen with it. He gets a shot on net that's knocked away by Binnington. Rebound. Picked up by Rantanen. Fires it in there again, and they score with the delayed penalty. They tie it. Rantanen, second of the game, and we are tied at 5. That's going to be his 4th of the tournament. He leads the Finnish team with 4 goals. Lehkonen and Barkov will get assists on this one. We are tied at 5. Just like that. Puck back to center ice. Canada wins this face-off. Mark Stone will skate with it. Gets it across to McDavid. They're moving back into the zone. Delayed penalty coming to Finland here. Shot by McDavid is turned away.
Number 16, Alexander Barkov. Time of the goal, 12:40.
Mikkola is going to go to the box. Canada will get another chance on the power play as they've just given up 2 quick goals here. Faceoff will be just outside of the Finnish zone. Let's get that penalty call.
Team Finland penalty to number 77, Nico Mikkola. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 13:48.
Puck is dropped and won by the power play unit. Mark Stone will skate it up over the line. Gets it across to McDavid. McDavid coming down low. Another penalty coming. There's a shot by McDavid that's turned away. Rebound. Picked up by Point. That one is in the net. They score. Delayed penalty was coming to Barkov. Mikula will come out of the box. That's a power play goal. And Canada retakes the lead. And a goal by Point. Point gets the goal, his first of the tournament for McDavid and Taze. And then Barkov is in the box, as we heard. So Canada scores to make it 6-5. They'll continue on the power play here. Puck is back to center ice. Canada wins that faceoff. Makar will take it. They'll skate together into the zone. Makar works it down low to Point. It's taken away by Lindell, though. He'll bump it out to center ice. Fifth power play chance for Canada, 2 for 4 tonight. Point back with it. Mikula takes it away from him. And he'll lift it back out to center ice. That'll bounce all the way back into the Canadian zone. Skating back with it is Stone now. He works it up over the line. He'll take a shot from there. Saros kicked that one away. Rebound came to McDavid. That one's a shot on goal, and they score another power play goal. McDavid with this one. His first goal of the tournament, and it is now 7-5. McDavid from Stone and Makar. Seven goals. 12 goals across both teams here tonight. International All-Star Games. What do you think about that? Face-off won by Finland after the goal. Lehkonen has it. Gets it over to Rantanen. They're moving back into the zone. They're going to try to get two right back right now. Here's a shot by Rantanen. That one's knocked away by Binnington. Rebound. It's picked up by Mikula. His shot is blocked. It's grabbed by McDavid, and he'll move it back out. Rantanen took it away from him at center ice and skates right back into the zone again. He'll take a shot there. It's knocked away by Binnington. Makar tried to move it up the boards. Lindell kept it in. Skates down low. Makar would not be denied. He took it right back. Worked it out to center ice, and a penalty's coming again to Finland. Oh my. Lindell is going. 6 power play for Canada. They have been on point. They've got 3 power play goals tonight. They lead by 2, and this is another chance to just extend the lead. I mean, they've got to do something about stopping the goals, too.
Team Finland penalty to number 23, Esa Lindell. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 18:56.
Lindell off for hooking. This power play will carry into the third period unless Canada scores quickly here, which is entirely possible. They win the faceoff. McDavid will skate it up over the line now. He takes a shot there that's knocked away by Saros. Comes to Lehkonen. He knocks it back out. And we've reached the end of this second period here from the TD Garden. Canada leads it after 2, 7-5. We'll come back for the second intermission, talk about all the action that happened in that second period. There were 7 goals scored between the two teams here in the second. We'll talk about the flip-flop of action and what's coming up for our third period when we get back here on Stratman Hockey. Woo! Welcome back. What a game. I mean, the Canada-US game the other day in Montreal was bananas. The U.S. ended up winning that one in overtime. This game tonight, both Canada and Finland are fighting for their tournament lives here in their final round-robin matchup, and it certainly shows as they combined for 7 goals in that second period of play. Shots overall so far, Canada ended up with 15 shots in the second period for a 2-period total of 24. And Finland has had 13 shots in each of the periods. They have 26 through 2 periods of play. Canada, 3 for 5 on the power play. They are currently working on their 6th power play. They have 9 shots on goal. Excuse me. Finland has yet to get a chance on the power play here tonight. Canada's been very disciplined, but third period's looming, so anything can happen. Let's talk about goals in that second period of play. Canada came into the period up 3-2 after 1. Granlund made it 3-all 49 seconds into the period, his second of the tournament. So that made it 3-all. Then Canada came back and made it 5-3, first with a goal from Crosby, his third from McKinnon and Reinhart at 2 minutes, and then Cirelli scored his second from Marner and Doughty. That was at 4:22. That made it 5-3. Then Finland, they're not going to go away quietly. They came back and scored 2 of their own to tie it. Barkov scored his third of the tournament at 11:24 from Lehkonen and Lindell, and then Rantanen scored his second of the night and fourth of the tournament at 12:40 from Lehkonen and Barkov. That tied it at 5 at that point. But guess what? Canada got some power plays, and they capitalized. Braden Point, 14-18 power play goal, his first of the tournament from McDavid and Taves. They made it 6-5, and then McDavid finally netted a goal in this tournament in the last round robin game. He got his first on the power play from Stone and Makar at 16 minutes, and that's where we are right now. It's 7-5 after 2 periods of play. Looking down at the ice, it looks as though Canada is going to change their goaltender heading into this third period of play. Sam Montembeault will get his first action of the tournament. Saros is in nets for Finland heading into this third period. He came in relief of Lehkonen in that second period. So we're about set to get going here for our third period action from the TD Garden. This is game 5 of the round robin here. 4 nations face off between Canada and Finland. We'll be back for that third period here in just a sec. Welcome back here to the TD Garden. This is Stratman Hockey getting ready for third period action between Canada and Finland. It all comes down to this for these two teams. A win tonight for either one of them. It doesn't guarantee a finals berth for Canada, but Finland definitely will get a finals berth if they can manage to win it in any way here tonight. They're down by 2 heading into the period. They're also shorthanded starting this third period of play. Welcome in. Here's Stratman Hockey with you. And we have the top liners out there. Lindell is in the box, and we're ready to go. Canada wins that opening faceoff. Taves tries to move it. It's knocked down. Rantanen's going to move back shorthanded. He'll get a shot here that's knocked away. Skating back the other way. Here's Taves. He'll take it back again. Gets a pass up to McDavid. They're moving back into the zone now. McDavid's shot there is knocked away. Saros with the save. Barkov will bounce it back out to center ice, and Lindell is back on the ice. The teams are at even strength. Canada is 3 for 6 on the power play tonight with 10 shots. McDavid coming back again into the zone. His shot is blocked. Rantanen will turn it back. It's taken away from McDavid at center ice. He'll skate back into the zone again. That shot is kicked away by Saros to the corner. It's picked up by Lindell. He'll try to move it back. His pass is given away at center ice to Makar, and we'll see the second liners out there early in the third now. 7-5 Canada. Parayko has it for the Canadians. Works it up to McKinnon. They're moving back into the zone. That shot on net is kicked away. That was a good chance. McKinnon. Nice little wrist shot there. It's taken back by Hintz the other way. He'll bring it back in for Finland. He'll take a shot from there, and they score. Rupe Hintz, his first of the tournament. Cuts the lead to 1 here early in this third period of play. Again, they are not going away. Aho will get the only assist on Hintz's goal. Canada really would like to win this game in regulation to give them their best chance here. Face off back to center ice. Finland wins it. Hintz with it. Works it to Aho. He'll move back into the zone now. He tried to get up over the line. Parayko took it away from him. He's going to turn it back the other way. Gets it up to Reinhardt now. He's going to take a long-range shot, and that one is a tough save for Saros. And the third liners will be out there early in this third period still. Just under 6 minutes into the game here in the third. Canada up 7-6. Line A has it. Gets a pass over to Luosterainen. They're moving back into the zone here. His shot is kicked away by Montembeault. Hagel will turn it back for Canada. Works it up to Cirelli. They're into the zone. That shot is blocked in front. Montempallo will take it. He works it back the other way. Gets it up to Laine. He's knocked off the puck heavily by Hagel. And they turn it back again. Hagel was giving it away to Laine as he turns it back into the zone. Shot there is kicked away. Fourth liners will be out there. 12 minutes left in regulation. Canada leads it 7-6. Konechny is skating with it for Canada. Gets it over to Marchand. He is hit by Armia. He took it away. But he gave it right back to Marchand. Penalty coming here to Canada. Marchand's going off for 4 minutes. Finland with their first chance on the power play will be a 4-minute double minor. So 2 penalties, 2 power plays for the price of 1. And they're down by 1. It's a chance to tie it back up.
Team Canada penalty to number 63, Brad Marchand. A 4-minute double minor for slashing. Time of the penalty, 9:20.
Faceoff will be just outside of the Canadian zone. Power play unit wins it. Armia will skate with it. He'll work it up over the line. He works it down low. He's going to get a shot there that's knocked down in front of the net. It's picked up by Armia, though. He'll move for a better position here. Gets another shot on net. That makes it into Montembeault. He kicks it away. Konechny knocks it back out to center ice. It's over halfway done here in the third. Time running out for Finland. Armia back the other way now. He'll take a shot there that's kicked away by Montembeault. Rebound. Right back to Armia again. That one's another easy save. He's gotten 3 shots here and nothing to show for it. Bennett couldn't get it out of the zone. Here's a shot one more time, and that one's finally going to be gloved down off of Armia's stick. As Bennett couldn't get it out, Armia knocked it down, and they almost scored. They win that face-off again. Here's Lindell with a shot that's blocked down in front. Armia will grab it again. His shot is knocked away. That's 5 shots already here in this power play for Armia. Puck to Konechny, and he knocks it out. First half of the penalties to Marchand are almost done. Makar took it away at center ice and knocks it the rest of the way. Now officially, the first half of the penalties are done. Back with it is Armia again. Devon Toews knocked into him. Took it away and bumps it down the ice. That's going to roll all the way back behind Saros. Aggressive penalty killing now. Makar takes it away again. And he'll lift it back into the zone again. 6 minutes remaining here in regulation. 7-6. Canada leads. Makar takes it away. Lifts it back down the ice. The penalty to Marchand is done. Canada kills off the double minors. Lindell back with it. His shot is knocked away. Comes to Makar. He can't get it out as Lindell kept it in. Another shot there is knocked away. Bennett will try it again. Give it away to Haula. Haula passes it over to Kakko. Here's a play for Kakko. He gets a shot on net, and that one is going to be gloved down by Montembeault. The top liners will be out there. The faceoff is deep in the Canadian zone. Canada leads it 7-6. Finland has to make a decision here. Whether they're going to pull their goal, they will, but when is the question. Really depends on if they win this face-off. Point against Barkov, face-off to the right of Montembeault. Canada wins it. Toews gets it up to McDavid. They're working back the other way. McDavid's going to step on his defensive shadow, and that shot is deflected up into the crowd off of Saros. McDavid has come alive tonight. He's got a goal and 2 assists. The faceoff now is going to be deep next to Saros on his right side. Barkov against Point. Finland wins that faceoff. Lindell tried to bounce it up the boards. It's kept in at the line. Makar's shot is going to be gloved down. Another faceoff. Deep. That's what Canada needs. Rupe Hintz is ready to come out as the extra attacker if they need him. If they can win this faceoff, they do. Finland has it. It's knocked out to center ice. Not far enough to pull their goalie. Let's give it away. Here is Rantanen. Hintz is out there for the extra attacker. Rantanen's all the way back into the zone. He gets a shot on net and they score. Rantanen with the hat trick. Scores it to tie it at 7. A scenario that Canada did not want. We are tied up here late. With the extra attacker on, Roope Hintz. Rantanen skates in and gets his 5th of the tournament, 3rd of the night, and we are tied at 7. Puck back to center ice. What a game. These games in this tournament have been very interesting. It really makes me look forward to when the playoffs start. Canada wins that face-off at center ice. They give it away. Here's Barkov. Penalties coming to Canada here late. Shot by Barkov is going to be knocked away. We're going to see overtime here. Possibly. Points going to the box.
Top of the goal, 1844.
This will give Finland their 3rd power play that will likely roll into overtime here. Unless they score off the faceoff, which is entirely possible. Let's get that penalty call.
Team Canada penalty to number 21, Braden Point. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 1957.
Faceoff won by Finland. Lehkonen with a shot that's going to be knocked away. And we have reached overtime here in this game between Canada and Finland. Canada cannot hold on to the lead here in the 3rd period. Finland with 2 in the 3rd to tie it at 7. And we're going to see overtime here. We're coming back for that intermission report in just a sec. All right, we are back here. Stratman Russ, Stratman Hockey. Canada, Finland, tied at 7. Head to overtime here. We have actually a 5 on or 4 on 3 to start that overtime here. Shots in the 3rd. Canada was 6 for a regulation total of 30. Finland with 15. They have 41 overall for the game. Canada ended up 3 for 6 through regulation. They didn't have any power play opportunities there in the 3rd period. Finland is working on their 3rd heading into overtime. They're 0 for 2 with 6 shots. They managed a shorthanded shot early in the 3rd. But the difference was the 2 goals. Roope Hintz, first of the tournament from Aho at 4 minutes of the 3rd. That made it 7-6. And then Mikko Rantanen with the goaltender pulled. Barkov and Lindell got the assist. Rantanen's 3rd of the game, 18:44 the time. His 5th of the tournament. He leads all Finnish scorers in goals with 5. And he scores the hat trick here tonight to force overtime. So we'll have a 10-minute overtime period. Let's talk about ramifications here. So neither one of these teams won in regulation. So if Canada can win here at this point, they'll get 2 points for the win. They'll move into 2nd behind Sweden in the with the loss or with the win, and then Finland will also have 4 points. So Finland, though, but with the head-to-head, that puts them behind Canada. So Canada will qualify at this moment if they can win here in overtime. They will qualify for 2nd place. But then again, that has, if the United States happens to win in their game against Sweden, Canada will not be in the final. It'll be Sweden and the United States. But if Canada wins in overtime and Sweden loses, it'll be the U.S. and Canada in the final. If Finland ends up winning here tonight, they'll get 5 points in the standings and they'll stay right where they are, which is in second place behind Sweden. And then Canada will move up in the standings with 3 points, and they will have had 3 overtime losses in the tournament. And they will then not qualify for the final. So whoever wins, their destiny is in their hands here tonight. This game means a lot. These 2 games is back to this doubleheader here. This game and then the game coming up between Sweden and the United States. Both big games in this tournament. They both matter a lot as far as the standings, and that's why we do this. That's why we play these games. So we'll be back for the overtime period here. 10 minutes of overtime, 3-on-3 hockey on Stratman Hockey in just a sec. Welcome back one more time. This is a long broadcast. A lot of goals, a lot of action here in the game. We're at 7 goals apiece heading into overtime. Canadians have brought back Binnington into nets. He'll play here in the overtime period. Saros in nets for Finland. He has been in since the about 4 minutes of the second period. So he'll remain in nets for Canada. Finland is on the power play. For the most part, we'll see the forward lines both ways. But right now, we have a 4-on-3 situation. McDavid, Makar, and Stone are out there for Canada. Barkov, Lehkonen, Rantanen, and Mikkola are out there for Finland as we're ready to go here in this overtime period. Welcome in, Stratman Hockey from the TD Garden. Puck is dropped and we're underway. Lehkonen has it. They're going to skate with it up over the line. Lehkonen gets it over to Rantanen. He's been the star of the game so far. That shot is knocked away. Bounces to Stone, and he'll knock it back out to center ice. Makar took it away. He knocks it the rest of the way. Point is back on the ice. Point joins his mates. So we have Point, Stone, McDavid, and Makar out there. So 4-on-4 for the moment. Coming back with it is Barkov. He's up over the line. He'll take a shot from there, and they score. They win it. Barkov with the game-winning goal in overtime. Finland will advance to the finals, likely, as they beat Canada here tonight in overtime, 8-7. Barkov scores his 3rd of the tournament. Lehkonen with another assist. And Finland beats Canada in overtime after forcing the overtime. 8-7. And Canada has lost 3 times in a row in overtime in this tournament, and they will not see the final.
Arturi Lehkonen. Time of the goal, 2:13.
So Finland is positioned to be in the final, but it is all dependent on the results of the next game that's coming up that you'll see here on Stratman Hockey between Sweden and the United States. That's going to be another pivotal game. Whoever wins that will face Finland in the final of the Four Nations face-off. So again, the goal by Barkov, his 2nd of the game, 3rd of the tournament, the game-winning goal. The winning goaltender tonight, UC Saros. The losing goaltender, Jordan Binnington, gets another overtime loss. And we are moving on with more hockey here on Stratman Hockey. The final here from the TD Garden in Boston. Finland beats Sweden 8-7 in overtime. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. Maybe you didn't enjoy the result, but this has definitely been an exciting tournament. Definitely a little bit different than what we saw in reality, which is what makes Strat so interesting. 8-7, Finland wins in overtime. Thanks for listening. God bless. Take care. Goodbye.